I
Welcome
was
back
just
to Billy, Miss Peggy. Miss Peggy. Welcome to
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
It's your boy DJ B. Lee, coming from the 614, revving that up, no matter what the zip code, on the Tattoo Shop Radio. You did? I know you could.
hello everyone, and welcome back. It's Tuesday night, and we're right here. We are healing through Autumn's way. We just are. We are from Columbus, Ohio, from the 614. And I want to thank everyone for joining us, everyone that's been with us, everyone that will be with us. We are here in the hopes to help everyone and anyone that is struggling with addiction, to let them know you're not alone. You're not alone through any struggle that you may be going through. We have tons and tons of numbers for rehabs. We have numbers for food pantries. And if you're in the Columbus area and you need a ride, I will come and get you and take you to the clinic here in Columbus, Ohio. Again, we lost Autumn April the 10th, 2012. She passed away from heroin and fentanyl, and there was a total of 17 different drugs in her system found. The report said not enough lethal dose, but it was in everything that had happened. Her membrane had burst and it ruptured, and it was like she had an aneurysm. Even if she'd have been in the hospital, Autumn would not have made it. The drugs out here now are terrible. It is life and death, and it is so bad. The drugs are in crack, it's in meth, it is in every single drug that's on the street. It's taken lives. Narcan. Please, everyone, carry Narcan. Reach out to your harm reduction in every city and state. They will mail you Narcan to your home. Please carry Narcan. But this drug that is out here now, Narcan is not working. It's to the point of they are using 5, 6, 7 Narcans, and sometimes that is not even working. It's heartbreaking, it's scary, and if you continue using drugs, you may lose your life to this drug. This is how scary it is. We're talking about your life. Again, I want to thank everyone for always being with us. It's here at Autumn's Way, we do a lot. We talk about a lot. We uplift people. We talk about grief support. Please know that you're not alone. You've lost someone, a child. Please know that you are not alone. We are wrapping our arms around you, and that your loved one and your baby, they don't want you to continue to cry. They don't. And I believe that. That's just my opinion. But I want to bring y'all some warmth, some uplifting, and know that you're truly not alone. Tonight, we have beautiful Miss America Cole with us. This is a beautiful mother from California. Again, we are wrapped in our arms around you. We are lifting you up. We appreciate you here for everything that you're doing in the fight of addiction. Miss Cole, our beautiful mom, I am so sorry. We are so sorry for your losses as well. Your beautiful son, So together, I know you're all the way in California, but we are building and we are networking. We have rehabs that are throughout the whole United States. So it does not matter what city and state you are in. We can and will get you help. We just know that help is here. Reach out. I am on social media. You can find me everywhere. So please reach out. We have numbers, tons of numbers, and we have so many numbers that we can't give them all out in 2 hours, but we try and we will continue because we're here every week, every Tuesday night. And that is thanks to DJ B Lethal for everything that he does, everything that he has worked and built through Linda's Legacy LLR Ohio Radios. DJ B Lethal has built so very much. Any and everyone, please go down the Zeno, download the Zeno app today. You can find that on your Google Play Store. It's free. Download the app, look for LLR Ohio, the B-sides, and you will find us there. Also, look for the Tattoo Shop Radio. Look for Linda's Legacy. Look for Southern Soul Gold. Look for the Love Zone. Because on Friday night, DJ B Lethal as well is trying as hard as he can to hold these couples together because that's what it takes is family. Holding families together and letting them know that they're not alone. So much disturbance is going on in families that some families are not even speaking to each other. Cousins, uncles, brothers, sisters are fighting. Mothers and kids are fighting. Dads are fighting. And so we got to stop that. We absolutely have to, you know, absolutely love a lot more. We have to stop bullying and just, if you see someone struggling, please try to help them. Do not put yourself in danger, um, but just try, if you have to call an ambulance, 911, please do that. You know, um, I just really thank everyone for everything they do in the fight of addiction. It is vital. This fight is not going to stop and it's ongoing. I just want to welcome our beautiful guest. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Miss Cole, for joining us. You've been here with us quite a few weeks, and you are so appreciative. And we just want to thank you and welcome you. Big C is with us as well. Today we've had some outages everyone knows about. So if there's any technical things, just bear with us. But we're going to be right here. And if not, we'll be right back. So thank everyone. Hello, America. How are you?
I'm doing good today. Our weather's behaving a little bit. It's on and off rain, a, a little bit, a lot going on, but we're doing good. Doing good today. Today was a good day for me. I helped somebody get their mental health appointments set. I helped someone get they needed cash aid and, food, uh, what do you call it? The food program that they have here in California. Yes, they call it CalFresh. And just making sure that people have a way. There are some people that have anxiety and depression,
Oh, I'm
and
here.
they cannot navigate through the system because
Y'all hear me?
it's, yes,
All right,
we
cool.
are,
Hello.
Hey,
we are, we are, I'm just trying to understand why there's a little bit of red tape surrounding some of our services. And so I'm trying to unravel it all, and I'll be talking about that on Saturday.
Awesome, awesome. And please, my beautiful sister, please put out your show as well. Let people know where they can find you on Saturday and what you're doing on Saturday and your time that you're on, because we are about support in everything that you're doing. Um, it just means more. What you know what it means, but yeah, let everybody know where they can
Yeah.
find you on Saturday.
Okay, on Saturday, you can find me on LLR Radio with DJ B Lethal and Linda's Legacy. And I am so excited about being able to have a platform to talk about these types of topics. I'm on Saturdays from 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which would be noon Eastern Standard Time. And I talk about important topics when it comes to um, the new drugs that are on the street, addiction, mental health. I do talk about bullying a lot because that's a big deal. And so, yeah, there's a lot of topics that I'm going to be discussing, and I will be talking about the system and how it's set up for mental health and some of the difficulties that people may run into and how to resolve those difficulties.
Oh, well, you are so, so appreciated because all of those services are needed. And us here too, for 3 years, we've been doing the radio here with DJ B Lethal on the platform. And bully, bullying is a big topic that we talk about because there's so much of it. Kids do it, adults are doing it. It's sad, it's heartbreaking, and there's just, it's hurtful. And if anyone thinks that you're laughing at making fun of someone is funny, don't add me as a friend because I don't want to be your friend. I won't be your friend, you know. And we do talk a lot about, mental health. There is a lot that are misdiagnosed, a lot that are not diagnosed. Um, and we do need more services for the one-on-one services, not for 10-minute visitation with the doctor. In 20 minutes, there is no way that anyone can be diagnosed with anything. And when these doctors are so busy and they see 100 patients a day, you have the same appointment as the six other people that just came in and the line down the hallway. So let's talk about how much care are we really getting? That our insurance companies are paying thousands of dollars to doctors and hospitals and caretakers. But we can only have 10 or 15, 20 minutes. I don't think that's right. Something needs to be done about that as well.
I totally agree because instead of taking care of the situation, they're looking at people as cash cows and or the next number, and these are human beings with feelings and broken feelings, and they need to be diagnosed properly. And if the doctor, let's say it's an internal medicine doctor, they need to do a referral to the right area. And it's a simple question of, do you have depression and anxiety? And if you have both depression and anxiety, or either or, and a substance use disorder, they should automatically know to send you to a dual diagnosis doctor that can properly diagnose and put you in with the right facility, the right doctors. There's people that specialize in, you know, dual diagnosis. So that's a big thing, and nobody really thinks about it. And I brought it up to a few doctors, and they said, well, usually listen. If somebody has a substance use disorder, they'll put them at AA. If it's a drug or some type of drug that they're addicted to, then they'll put them in NA. But they very rarely put you in with somebody that does both the alcohol or substance use disorder and mental health together, because usually it's something that's going on in their mental health that's causing them to use, or they tried something and it caused a mental health disorder. So they just need to ask the right questions and direct them to the right doctors, or the right facilities.
I totally agree. I totally agree with that. A million percent. Um, Again, I just want to thank everyone for joining us, everyone that speak about addiction, anyone that reaches out to help anyone through addiction, through depression, through bullying, through grief, just any way to help. You are helping save a life. And that's what we're doing here at Autumn's Way Through, letting people know you're not alone. When people think they're alone, a lot of things happen, especially if there's mental illness, drug use, alcohol. There's a lot of things that happen. And we are losing so many, too many, at an alarming rate. And again, we're just here doing everything that we possibly can, doing outreach, sending out numbers, and letting people know you're not alone. You're not alone. So, again, we want to welcome Miss America Cole, Big C, our DJ Spazzy Tazzy. We want to thank DJ B Lethal at LLR, Linda's Legacy Radio Stations, for everything. And here we are, 3 years later, doing what we do. We're here every Tuesday night, and we're just going to be here doing what we do. And this is what we do. We do want to put out the suicide hotline number. First off, we usually do that. That number is 988. It's the National Emergency Hotline number for suicide awareness. If you are having any suicidal thought, please pick up the phone, call 988 right now. There will be someone to answer. They will help you. They will send someone to help you. They will send an ambulance to pick you up and take you to a hospital as well. So please do not make a permanent decision. There's a beautiful life. Just keep living, keep going. Turn the music up, reach out, call, and we're here. I promise things will be different, and it can be different. Just know that you're not alone. You know, I truly just want to thank everyone again. I know I say that a lot, but it's from my whole heart, because I know that we have helped over 500 people in the last 3 years get into rehabs. A lady is going to be joining us next on the 12th. She is from a place called The Covering that is here in Columbus. I'm sorry, that's in Circleville, Ohio, which is a large area that is hit. It's a smaller town than Columbus, but it is absolutely just like Columbus and every city in the United States. Drug overdose is the number one killer in the United States is drugs. Not airplane, not car wrecks. It is drugs. And we have 130,000 plus grandparents raising grandchildren because the parents are either deceased or locked up in jail. So the Covering The lady, I spoke with her today. She said, yes, please give out all their information and give out her phone number. Her name is Ashley Patton, Patton. The phone number is area code 614-980-2824. And what they do is they help after the rehab, they help after prison. This, the covering, they absolutely are faith based, very, very faith based. You can absolutely live there. It's like a refuge in a certain way. Uh, they have homes. Like I said, you can live there. They help with children, mothers, single mothers, fathers, but they help women. This is a women's program. They will help you after prison, after jail, after rehab. If you need help with food, groceries, clothes, they just do so much. And they absolutely will uplift you. And they just do so much. Again, their phone number is 614-980-2824. She said that anyone that y'all can call, and she will be joining us on the 12th. So we are very excited to have her be joining us as well. So, excuse me. Goodness. Big C, DJ Spazzy Tazzy, America Cole, how are y'all? And DJ Spazzy Tazzy, how's your week? Big C, how's your week?
Always been going pretty interesting. Since I told you about, well, I told you, Peggy, about the whole explosion's been going on where I live, and I have yet to find out exactly what caused it. But they're guessing so far from what they're saying from when on Gratiot, it was a store that blew up and made a multiple chain reaction, or they're guessing it could have been an incident. I myself don't know if that's true or not yet, but so far I know a few people got hurt, and so far two teenagers passed away from it. Um, I will be up there tomorrow, the best I can, helping what I can. Um, that's the one on Grass and Sterling Heights. The one I do know about, pretty much the parking lot is rubble. That one, few survivors for that one. I do know that neighborhood that lives by the incident, they're all fine. But all those stores, whoever were by the stores, in the stores, it's well, yeah, it's it's the pass. It's all rubble.
Was there more than one explosion?
Yes, one was in Stern Heights and one was in Gratiot. Two different locations, and they were a half an hour apart. That's why I strongly believe it was not incident.
Okay. So you're thinking more like maybe,
I think it was planned, but like I said, I'm not a
yeah.
detective or cop. But the way it's going, they are only, like I said, half an hour apart, and that gives you enough time to go to a different part of Michigan and do what you want to do. Now, see, the
Yeah.
reason why I'm talking about this also because I'm not going to cuss, but it kind of gave me a reality check because I told Peggy about this. I was in Sterling Heights, all right? I was in there a half an hour before it went off. If my son didn't get karate at 8, if I stayed there till 9, I would have saw all of it, and I would not know if me or my son would even be here. So I've been thinking about this a lot since last night.
Mm,
Wow.
mm,
Wow. Yeah, you're right. Half a mile apart, that gives somebody time to commute to the next place
Yes,
and do whatever they do. Are they similar type of buildings or like, for instance,
one
auto parts?
one was definitely a Tim Hortons, which that's why that one caught my attention because I was watching it record. That one sounds like firecrackers inside the cafeteria. And I've been telling Peggy this. I told her if you go back and if it's on my page, I can send you guys all the video to our personal group to judge yourself. But the one in Tim Hortons sounds like fireworks. I think that one was probably a worker. I don't know, or someone was being dumb. As for the one by the gas station, uh, this one is kind of still hard to talk about because that one is still the numbers still going up. They found two teenagers dead by the pot store, and that was by the gas station. And all that in the strip mall was together. And I strongly don't think it was just a marijuana was gasoline or some explosion. Because I mean, yeah, you're not supposed to smoke by gas, but to light up the whole strip mall and the gas station, that's kind of I don't buy it.
Right. So what part of the strip mall was destroyed? Was it the entire strip mall
Yep,
or
and
just
all four buildings, the parking lot gone.
wow. Wow. So that's a pretty big explosion to
Yes,
take out that much.
the one on Gratiot, not the one in Sterling Heights. The Sterling Heights is the one I was by. The one on Gratiot, you could hear that one all the way from East Point, and that's like a little good drive itself. So I don't really know much about that one yet. Besides, that one was the donut shop. But like I said, the video they did loose, it sounds like many fireworks inside that building that went off. As for the strip mall one, it destroyed all four buildings, the gas station by it, everything near that area is just rubble. And if you go in our group chat, that's the one I showed you guys earlier.
Yes. Yes, I saw. I just didn't know what to make of it because I'm not from the area. So I didn't know how it was geographically. But now that you're saying they're half a mile away or apart, that
Yes.
makes sense what you're saying. That it's probably the same person. Maybe they have a grievance or, you know, beef
I
in their head.
personally, I personally saw it. Honestly, this sounds stupid, but I personally think he or A got fired by the coffee shop or got fired by one of those four strip mall places and had a thing. Because I'm not smart enough to actually play, like I said, a detective. But I was thinking maybe the strip mall owner owned that Tim Hortons.
You're right. Well, you know what? The news is going to come out. They're going to do an investigation, and we'll see which one of the theories is right. It's just sad that two teenagers had to die for somebody else's cause if that was the case. It's crazy.
It's definitely crazy. It hasn't left my head. Like I said, I've been thinking about this a lot, and this is why I was talking to this paper if I was allowed to say something tonight. Because besides the buildings and all that going up, and the fire they got out earlier today this morning while we had rain here. But like I said, also I was just in that neighborhood. Not like I said, if I didn't leave at my son got out at 8, if I stayed till 9, I would have saw all of it. Not to mention, I used to live in Sterling Heights. All right,
Right.
so I know where this place was, very clear. I just like I said, it's just crazy because I only lived in this place. Well, I'm not going to give my whole life because there's random people hearing us talk. But I only lived here in my new home for 2 years now, not even a year and a half, going on 2. So
Hmm.
I'm thinking if I still live in Stern Heights, would all this still be part of it? Would be better or worse or just whatever? So there's just a lot of stuff in my head because I don't
Yeah,
know.
we see explosions on TV, you know, for example, when I saw 9/11, when I saw, you know, different things going on, and it doesn't even have to be in my area. It makes you think. It makes you think about how fortunate what ifs, you know, in
Yes,
our lives, and it is a trigger to some people of you know, they're already traumatized by something else and, you know, when you see that 2 teenagers passed away, like I have 2 children that passed away, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's absolutely that those are somebody's babies. Those are somebody's grandchildren,
yes.
you know?
Because, like I said, 19-year-old are technically, they're young adults. Those are still children. I'm not going to say babies, but they're still young adults that still have to live their life. They haven't experienced life yet, you know. And
Well,
it makes me wonder about this because I'm already paranoid as it is. I'm not gonna lie about that. But
Right.
and you all know that. I have seen some scary stuff. Where if I
Mhm.
was working with barbed wire stuff from entertainment, I also seen a tornado in my life, and I saw that when I was going to Mackinac when I was a really tiny boy. I had
Mhm.
about my Sunjays. That traumatized me. Seeing a real tornado in real life is not like a movie. So
Right.
I do laugh about this, but even on the first of every Saturday, when you hear a tornado siren, I do duck and cover because that's like one of
Right.
the few parts of my life that did scar my childhood.
Right. Wow, that's yeah, there's it doesn't take much either to affect us as small children. I
No,
just remember living in Indiana and it was snowing and I got stuck and I thought I was going to die. And my parent was there kind of far off in my mind. It was way too far away. And that was traumatizing. But I remember it vividly. So it doesn't take much to traumatize a child.
no, and not to mention, sometimes they do forget, but at the same time, they don't always forget. I could tell you a lot from my childhood that I probably should have forgot. I just haven't. Um, which is I'm not going to completely talk about it, but I forgot my teenagehood and my middle schoolhood and some of my adulthood. And as I'm older, my brain's not very good. But I could tell you everything from my whole childhood, elementary years. But I cannot tell you what I did 2 hours ago.
Right. I know something happens to our short-term memory over time. You're not the only one. Let me tell you, Big C, I could be like going into a room and saying, wait a minute, why am I here? And then I have to backtrack. But mine comes obviously from a lot of anxiety of things that happened just recently. And just like in Miss Peggy's case, she lost her daughter 11 years ago, but it's still vivid. It doesn't seem that long ago. And but short term, when we think about what am I supposed to do today? I know I was just thinking about it, and then it'll hit you at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
That's what it seems
We
like.
don't need it no more. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And sometimes I have to go backwards, and if I walk the same way, then it'll come to me. It's just strange. It's the strangest thing in my life. But that's the way we are. We're all different, Big C. We are all different. Paranoia, don't worry about it. You are not the only one. It's just that they I don't think all of it is stuff that we developed. It is stuff that we experienced over time that develops it. So, yeah, I get it. So, you are not by yourself on that one.
No, you're not, Big C. You're not. I, you know, Big C, we talk, and some days I'll be walking from the kitchen. I have no idea. I know what I was went there. Turn around. Don't have a clue. Don't know what happened. I will
Yep.
hear a noise, or I will see a wreck, or I will see something. And it's like trauma, you know, when something happens, or we see something happens, or we see something traumatic, um, there's something that may trigger, uh, sleepless nights. Something will within us, we can't sleep because our minds are thinking about things that has happened, and we do, or in those moments. And it's this year will be 12 years. Autumn's birthday month. Her birthday's March 23rd. And like I say, every day, you know um, the struggle, it is real. It truly is. you know but I know that I have to keep going. I know that my autumn, I've cried so many million, thousands of million tears, that the tears come sometimes when I don't even know they're going to come out of my eyes, um, out of nowhere sometimes. I'll be perfectly fine, smiling, and then just within a moment, we are taken to our knees, and that thought of just grabs us because our loved ones, they're forever a part of us, and we are forever a part of them. But that love, if we just know and we just keep thinking, they love us, they don't want us to be sad. I cannot be sad for them if I'm sitting here and I'm just curled up in a ball and I don't want to do nothing. I refuse to do anything. I don't want to eat. I don't want to talk. I don't want to socialize. That's not living. That is torment. That is living a life of loneliness, of being scared, of not knowing what to do, not knowing which way to turn, and being so broken that anything good doesn't seem right, and you question everything. But reach out for that goodness. Reach for that happiness. Reach for that glimmer of a smile. If you see a smile sneaking around the side of your face, somebody's face, go look for that smile. Go track it down, because that's where our loved ones, I truly believe, they want us to be. You know, we're all going home to our creator one day. Y'all know I'm Native American, and I believe this way. We have a creator. Ever how you believe, it's okay. Our creator loves us, wants us to be on this earth, to live, multiply, create more children, uh, and watch them grow. And it wants us to live and give back, because when we leave, what are we taking with us?
Absolutely nothing. So,
We're
Big
leaving
C, I have a
love.
yes, Big C, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Um, was it the actual explosion that was a trigger for you, or was it the simple fact that two teenagers died, or was it the fact that you thought, "Wow, that was the narrow escape because I was just there"? What
it,
was it for
it's
you?
kind of like a mixture of all of it, really. If you want to go by that pass, I mean, yes, like I said, I left at 8, started at 9, but at the same time, it hit me that they know of two teenagers died from the gas station one, not including the other one. And this is the Stern Heights one. I don't know the whole results yet from the grass yet, but I'm talking about Stern Heights. As for, like I said, besides the whole rebel, the whole kids, it's it kind of makes you wonder, because I'm not going to say the world is changing, but I have noticed it's not just Detroit, not just Flint. And what I'm going to say, if people do live in Stern Heights, Stern Heights is not known for this. Okay,
Right.
I lived the Detroit life. I raised my son in Sterling Heights with my mom. Okay, Sterling Heights is not bad at all. It's not known for bad. Warren is near Gratiot. That one, I still don't think blowing up stuff is Warren's kind of style, but it is known for drugs. And
Right.
I, Warren was also by East Point too. That where the Detroit High School was. But like I said, also they're not known for that. They're known for drugs. They are known for random street fights. They are known for random young kids being, well, you have ego. I mean, I don't want to say words because I want to say punks. No, teenagers do have ego. You want to impress your male friends who has the bigger strengths. Or you're trying to impress a female, but blowing up stuff is again not their style.
Right.
And Sterling Heights, like I said, I'm not gonna say it's completely rich. No, if you want rich, you need to go to, like, I want to stay, like, St. Clair Shores. That's where the
Right.
rich people are. That's like all by water. If you have a house there, you have water, you are rich. That's that.
Wow.
But it's just the
How
whole
many how
mixture.
many how many explosions were there altogether?
Um, the Sterling Heights one was a nice. I don't want to say like a war, but it was a nice big old boom, and then you were banging, and you saw like a loud flash in the air. It covered
Mhm.
in. I saw this stuff going home from the expressway.
Wow.
And the Stern and the Groesbeck one, you heard that one from East Point, and Groesbeck is like Groesbeck is more like a road. Honestly, it connects to Warren, it connects to East Point, connects to Detroit. It's kind of like one of those. It's not expressway, but it's one of those roads you can take to anywhere you want to go to Michigan, and that's the best way I can say it. Because like I said, if you're in Gratiot, it connects to Warren, it connects to East Point, it connects to pretty much Detroit. It's pretty much the main road you go to
Right.
go to 103.
A
Sterling Heights,
centralized.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sterling Heights,
Wow.
like I said, it's just like I said, that was again the house my mom bought, where I raised my son before I moved. Sterling Heights is not known for that stuff. You can walk anywhere and feel fine. I mean, yes, you did have a lot of cars by Walmart because Walmart is across the street where I used to live. But besides that, they're not known for it. It just caught my attention because, like I said, I'm going back to it. Those neighborhoods you chose is, well, not really Groesbeck. That is still like not their style, but Stern Heights you don't choose. That's why I think it was done on purpose.
Right.
Versus someone had again not fire or whatever, and I'm guessing this part, so whoever is listening to me, do not quote me because this is my guess. I'm guessing whoever that strip mall owned that Tim Hortons, but that's my point of view. Because why would you just aim for a strip mall and then drive about half an hour down to a Tim Hortons?
Right. Yeah, I hope they get to the bottom of that, and I'm
Yeah,
so glad that you left when you left, and I'm so glad that your son and you are okay. Things like that just makes us realize how fortunate we are, and to hug our kids a little bit closer,
I
to
think
be
to answer your
kind.
question, yeah, I think I'm not being rude, but I think to answer your question when you just asked me not too long ago what made me think about this, it's just besides raising my kid there and a lot of people getting hurt and buildings getting destroyed, it's kind of hurting me in general how, if we want to be truthful, and this is honest God's truth, how us as men, women, adults, whatever you want to go, even teens, if they were the ones who did it, are going down a bad path. I'm not exactly saying like, you guys usually talk about addiction, but for whatever reason was that they did this, made a rubble, is a whole new level of,
Destruction.
yes, I can't say anger because you get mad, we all get mad, we all get angry. To go that next level of destruction is over angry, and
Right.
that's the part that's getting me because I'm gonna say this, and I might get some hate for this. Us as humans, as we evolve with technology to whatever, I think we're actually de-evolving because we use the stuff for not the right reasons. I think many of us in this world are selfish, pity, and rude to each other. And a lot of us don't really care who we hurt as long as we get what we want.
Right.
And
You
it's
got it.
actually getting to
You're
be not
speaking
fun
truth.
anymore.
You're speaking truth,
You know,
Bixby.
and the thing about it, you were talking about people going to the next level. There's the question of what drove that person to the next level. So this is not something, like you said, that you commonly see in this area. And what drove that person to that level of destruction where they feel like well, what, why did they feel they had to do that? I guess that's what is in my mind. What made them think that that was okay? And now that two teenagers are killed,
That
whoever
they
did
know
it,
of.
that's
That they
murder.
know of so far, just two.
Yes.
That, like I said, they're not even
Yeah.
done yet.
Right. And this is all new. They're still investigating, and I think they're going to get to the bottom of what happened.
Well, I'm gonna say
Nowadays,
this right now because I live, like I said, I live in like Irwan. Okay, that's about a 4 minute drive from where I go to Jake's Karate. I had been seeing helicopters, and this is before the incident. I told Miss Peggy this. I saw weird planes 3 days before this. And I had been seeing news reporters, army planes, you name it, even those Hueys, which are mostly the cargo planes. Now, they could be dropping off Red Cross to help Stern Heights and Gratiot, but I've been seeing more army planes than I have in the last year.
right.
So
I
I'm
wonder if
not.
they I wonder if they had some intelligence information and just and then just the unexpected happened. I don't know. Like I said, the investigation is going. They're going to get to the bottom of it because
See, that's it. See, I'm talking about these planes because now since it happened, they're going to be on watch for for the future. I don't remember exactly what year it was because I was young, but I think I was middle school. You had the high school shooting, okay, and ever since that high school shooting, I don't remember what year it was. You may or may not. I just don't remember, but there was a high school shooting. Ever since that happened, people have been doing bomb threats, gun threats, made a damn joke about it
right,
to get the school canceled. And
copycat. Hmm.
yes, and that's what I'm thinking. Since this incident happened yesterday, I think people are going, and again, I want to go for teenagers to whoever, even to adults if they want to use this as a joke to get out of work or school. And it's going to happen eventually again where people are not going to take this to heart, and then it's going to happen again.
Correct. No, you're right. You're right. There's going to be copycats.
Too many
It
people
hap-
think everything's a joke, man. That's the sad
yes,
part of this road.
yes, and the world is different now. So we'll see. I will
Okay,
keep
I'm
my
actually going
eye.
to say one more thing, and then I'm going to
Yeah.
shut up, and I'll let you speak. You had, and I told Miss Petty this a while back, you had a Y2K scare, okay, before COVID, where they said once 2000 hit, all the internet will go down. Now, this is before there's no social media, and everyone relied on this crap. Okay, you had the watches, CD player, Nintendo 64. So we're going back to, I want to say 99, maybe in 2000, around there. The worst part they actually expected was everyone in nursing homes because they thought they're going to lose the life support, which was scary in Y2K scare.
Hmm.
Now let's go right now to this generation. Let's say we actually did have Y2K scare, where you lost all your social media. You lost your Facebook. You lost your Instagram. You lost your YouTube, whatever. The world will lose their damn mind. Okay? It's just
They're way
fact.
too dependent on
Yes.
social media. Way
Yes.
too dependent
And that's
on
why I made
technology.
yes, and that's why I made a joke today about it. That's why I'm talking about this. We lost Facebook and Instagram because they're partnered for about half an hour to an hour. And everyone lost their damn shit. And I posted this on my page. You guys are all going crazy for losing Facebook or social media. We could go. I mean, yes, it was raining outside, but you could went outside. You could have read a book. You could have been with your kid, and that's what I'm getting at. A lot of parents and kids spend too much time on technology. So and that's what I'm getting at. Let's say we not just an hour. Let's say that the whole technology took a crap for whole months. How would the world actually act? Would they actually lose their minds, kind of like not exactly the Y2K scare because that's a different story. But I'm saying
I
would we
think they'll
actually
lose
freak out?
they'll lose their mind like what happened during COVID when they couldn't go outside. They couldn't, stores couldn't open. People couldn't make a
Yeah,
living.
that's the thing. It's vice versa.
Yes,
You go outside, you just can't go and use your social media,
right.
Facebook, YouTube. I'll even add ebooks. People would rather buy a digital book than actually go buy a hard copy.
You're right. You're right about that. And this is what happens. And I talk about depending too much on government, depending on too much on um, social media, depending too much on technology. And this is what the world is going to. Now we have to look at artificial intelligence. And a lot of people are thinking about that now and the dangers of that. But
Well, technically, if you
technology,
go down that path, there's many movies about AIs, and there's some sci-fi
Westworld,
ones that
Westworld was the first one where the
yes,
robots went crazy and they couldn't control the robots.
yeah,
The robots
that
went
that is
rogue.
correct. You beat me to that. But the most famous one is Terminator. Okay, which
Yes,
is again could happen, maybe don't know. Then you have iRobot, and then you have all the other ones. As new as one, what was it called, Megan Morgan or something like that, like
you
one of these
see,
Chuck it off.
see, I'm older than you. I went way back to Westworld
Well, you
with
beat me
Yul
to it.
Brynner.
I'm just saying, a lot of people who are probably listening to us know mostly about Terminator and Arnold Schwarzenegger's famous movie.
Yes, yes.
But I'm
and
saying,
it,
even if you don't got down to violent robots, let's say you do rely on too much. What are you going to do when people forget how to actually live and survive? Saying, "I need my robot." So if you go down that path, the best way I could describe it, let's go to a child's version. Let's go down like the Wally version. If you rely on robots too much, you're going to destroy Earth more until one day you decide. Well, I'm not going to say we're going to fall off into outer space, but one day, we do say give up, and this hope to God that the world reboots itself. If we get
right,
that lazy, then there is not going to be no hope because you rely on robots because you can't even do this on your own.
right. I mean, I don't know if you were part of this. It was just last week, this past week, when AT&T went down,
Yes,
and
I was
yes,
laughing about
and,
that. I was laughing
and
about that
people,
because it was down the whole day, and I was laughing about that to Peggy while you were talking about it. Because it says I told Peggy that not too long ago it was ATD, and then after that they shut down. I think it was online for like 2 minutes. 2 days after that, and then today was Instagram and Facebook. So I
right.
myself think they're testing something, but I'm not going to go into that stuff because I'm kind
Yeah,
of, again, I'm an overthinker. So,
I really do think, because I'm in information technology and I understand how information technology works. If they have a cyber attack or something like that, they're not going to let the world panic and tell you at first. They're
no.
just not going to do that. Um, AT&T's explanation was that there was a software upgrade that affected, that wasn't done cleanly. In other words, when you have old technology and you have new technology, you're supposed to test it before going what's called live. And they're trying to say that, that didn't happen. They didn't have that testing in between, and it brought the system down. Now, I understand that part, but when you wait that long to say that this is what happened and it's a
Well,
simple
that's not
mistake.
just the only part that got me. And since you know more about this, and why was 911 down? They literally
Yes,
said you cannot contact 911 when even when your phone's dead or emergency signal, it still is connected to 911. Even when your phone dies, it finds your data to where you were. So why
correct.
was 911 down in general for AT&T? So I'm just going down the path. If AT&T did do a big oopsie, they also put a lot of lives in danger for people who actually need help.
Well, that night, my son was texting me because he needed something, and it came in at almost 4 a.m. And that didn't make sense to me. And he was like, "Is it down?" So I was trying to check to see maybe if it was, maybe I overlooked my phone bill. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, I never have any problems. And I couldn't get through to anybody. I couldn't, my Wi-Fi worked good, which is why they brought up the simple fact that all phones have that Wi-Fi calling button that you can do
Yeah,
both. Set
if
it up.
you have no system, you could turn off your Wi-Fi to have your emergency signal. Even that
Yeah,
didn't work.
and
You're
you can make phone calls with Wi-Fi. And so who whatever happened, it affected, let's say that it was a problem with software. It shouldn't affected more than just the software. So yeah, something's going
there
on.
are EMC jammers, which is true, and I'm not going to talk that because, like I said, I don't know actually who listens to this. EMC jammers do make a weird buzzing noise to distract the signal. I guess vibration to the nerve like wires to where you buy. So it does make it hard to call out for about 15 minutes if it was EMG jammer. But that's again 15 minutes, not the whole day.
Right.
And if you do have a EMC jammer, then you have money in technology that a normal person cannot buy in your local Cabela's. Okay, that's not hunting gear you could buy. You could buy a tree camera. You could buy army cameras if you want to for hunting, but you can't buy EMC jammer. That's some technology that I'm not gonna say black market, but it pretty much is. You gotta have some inside source to buy this kind of technology.
Right. Right. Well, I just think that, we're not too far off when, and they wonder why people think that something else is going on because we're having, and they need to keep an eye on it. They need to really keep an eye on the explosions, the one thing after another, water sources. They need to watch our water sources.
I'm not even going to that, man. You got Flint in Michigan that's already sad and messed up. Then
Yes,
Signal, it's not no
bad.
better.
Yeah,
Like I
they
said, if you don't live in Warren, East Point, Sterling Heights, St. Clair Shores, like I said, people give Warren a bad name. You know, Warren has a bad name. They still have good pipes. The more you go near Saginaw, and that's by Flint, people give Detroit a bad name. No, once you go Flint to Saginaw, that's where the I don't want to say the fun stuff. That's where the bad stuff begins. You can't drink the water. That's where the murder happens. Unless you go past Battle Creek. I mean, Battle Creek's not that bad. They also known for Kellogg's cornflakes, but that's not
right,
exactly a place you could live. It's more like a country kind of style. I mean, they're
right,
not really known for that, but they do have some water issues. But
right,
the most issues is mostly, like I said, Flint Saginaw is worse than Detroit. You can't drink the water there. If you can drink the
right.
water, you will get sick.
Wow, wow. And there's just they just need to keep an eye because anytime that we're at war and we're at war in more than one place, we need to be aware. They always say if you see something, say something. And it should be like that all the time, not just when we're in war. We tend to lower our guard when we feel safe, and our guard should never be lowered. Not to the I mean, they wonder what brings on paranoia, but you know what? People do stuff, and that's how people get caught. People get caught when people are being aware, they see something, they say something, and it should be like that all the time.
But it's not.
Yeah, and people are so afraid of being what's called snitches, or you do what you got to do because you know what, you're saving lives. You're saving lives, a lot of lives.
Yes.
I guess
If
it's
you
a give
see
and take if you go
something,
down way, because if you go by the stitches get
say
stitches,
something.
like bullcrap's saying, which is true, because you do lose people's respect. But at the same time, you got to ask yourself honestly, and I'm not saying this out of same thing because again, I don't really agree with people who actually score at people. But I guess schooling has its limit. I mean, if I talk to you right now, I mean, we're obviously on air, so it's nothing to hide. If I told you in probably like a phone call, a personal life matter, but then let's say you ran to Peggy, which again I know Peggy too, so she already knows my issues. But I'm gonna say, let's say you ran to Peggy and told her what I told you. It does consider me gossip, and then gossip wrong when I actually trusted you to tell, or even to a
Yeah.
police and so on. I mean, I think there is a limit to keep it to yourself. I mean, as long as if I'm not going to harm nobody and I'm not going to hurt myself, I don't really think it's people's fucking business what we talk about.
Right, and I absolutely agree with that. What I'm talking about is if you see something, say something like
Right.
somebody
Well,
throws
that's
a
yeah.
mysterious package, but
Well, I'll
when
get into
somebody
that. But
Hmm.
yeah, and when
Mhm.
somebody has, like, let's say an A-B conversation, you don't take it to C and tell
No,
them because that is gossiping and that is wrong. It's wrong, 1,000%
exactly.
wrong.
I mean,
Because they will be like a group of people that don't like you for whatever reason. They will call another group of people, and before you know it, those people won't like you just because of what someone else said. Not that they know you, not that they've never had a conversation with you, but
Right.
it's just from what someone else said. And that's not right. That's sad
And
as
and
well.
I'll tell you, and I'll be the first one to say this, and I don't have anything to hide. If I saw a
I
fentanyl
don't either.
dealer giving, um, fentanyl to a kid, I'm gonna say something if I don't punch him in the face first.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I mean, you can always do both. Take his ass and then call the cops, and I'm pretty sure the cops ain't gonna get mad at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Unless
there
I'm just
is a
raised different.
difference. Yeah, there's a big difference in saying and doing something and saving a life, you know, and
Then
it's
just
just,
gossiping. Just gossiping is wrong.
it
You're right.
is.
Well, it's
Hey,
actually, talking about gossiping, that's actually a lot of high schoolers back in the day. I don't know if it's still a thing, but it probably still is. When you gossip and make someone's rumors, that's actually what made the teenagers at the time want to commit suicide because you're making stories that weren't true, and you cannot defend yourself because one, if you were not popular, your opinion didn't matter. So if you were popular and made stories, you don't make those people who weren't popular's life a living hell. And that actually
Right.
was the issue back in the day. rumors is actually what commit suiciders. So a lot
Yes.
in '90s.
Yes,
I
and
mean,
that's exactly what Miss Peggy was talking about. She was talking about bullying because that is bullying. When you start
Yeah,
rumors about somebody and say something that's not true, and then it goes on like a telephone call, and then people twist the story, and it's even
yeah.
bigger. Yeah, it's bullying. It's bad.
Well, there's many levels of bullying. And honestly, that's another
there
scene.
is. There
I mean,
is.
if you go
Talk
bowling, there's
about
going to be a
it
few
a
things going to
lot.
happen, and if people are listening right now, they should take this heart because honestly, I'm going to
Please,
trigger
we hope
somebody by
they
saying this.
do.
If you are a bully for school, and I hope whoever's listening, if there's kids in school or teenagers or college, whatever you are, if you're listening, I hope you're not bullying because there's going to be cause and effects. If you bully so much, you don't know who you're going to bully. They might actually know how to fight. I mean,
Yes,
the silent ones never told you I know how to fight. If a person knows how to fight, they're not going to say I know how to fight. They're just going to defend themselves until it happens. Then you know
right.
they're going to fight. If you don't
You're
know how
right.
to go down that route, then you have people you bully so much, you're going to get them to be suicidal because they are because there's if you put someone down and I think you're a loser so much, you're going to believe you're a loser. And then there's also option three. If you bully so much, they're going to bring a damn gun to school and then actually take the revenge out of everyone who laughs at them.
That's
All these
absolutely right.
It's the
all these
search.
are from the people who get picked on. So, I was always taught, and this is true. I never bullied, but I always been taught don't fight people unless you know you're going to win. But that's
And
just
some
how I was
people don't
raised.
know that. Yeah,
And I
some
and I'm
people
saying
don't
this
know
because,
that.
like I said, I was from Detroit, and as I got older, I moved out of Detroit. I don't tell people about my Detroit life because that's what people say. Oh, I'm from Detroit. I'm badass. You can be, or you're not. The
Right.
ones who don't talk about their past are the badass. If you grow about it, if you told me that you know how you're gonna kick my ass, there's a good chance I'm gonna kick your ass because you're actually talking like you're gonna kick my ass. If I'm just staring at you quiet, you don't know what I'm going to do. There's a
Right.
good chance if you tell me I'm going to kick your ass, then I'm going to believe that you're going to lose that fight.
Yes, because you're going to try to prepare yourself because, I mean, the bullying, it is so bad. There's children, there's people that come home from school. Um, Last week I read something and I'm going to read it again tonight just because of, I think it needs to be said again. The national hotline is 988. We're going to take a station identification break. If you need a tattoo,
I do
um,
apologize for cussing on your show. I will
oh,
say that, and I hope I
Charlie,
don't offend
no,
nobody for
you're
talking.
fine. No, no, sir. Big C, our brother, look, sir, you are fine. You already know. You have the platform. Charlie, this is your mic. This is your show as well. This, I'm just here as a tool. I'm just here. So I'm just here. This is for everyone that is struggling, anyone that's going through anything. Charlie, we talk about things people don't want to talk about because we talk about it because it needs to be addressed. And I appreciate everything you
Well, I talk
say.
about this to you on by
Charlie, that
phone,
might,
though, not on your show. This is your show. I'm
it's
just
okay.
the guest.
No, it's not mine. It is not mine. It's Autumn's way. This is Autumn's way through. And like I said, you can talk about whatever you want to because we're here and that's what we do. I love you. I support you and Jake and everything that y'all are doing. And I'm sorry that y'all was so close to what happened yesterday, and it's like everyone, we have to be aware of our surroundings. Ladies, gentlemen, if you're walking by yourself, please be aware of what's going on around you. People, if you're at a party, if you're out at the club, we go
Please.
out a lot.
Yeah.
Please take your drink with you. Take it with you. Don't leave it.
It
Do
will
not.
save your life. It will save your
Yes,
life.
there has
Okay.
been instances that we have been known about, that people are looking, there are predators out here looking for people that are in bars for the kidnapping and for all of that. I'm sorry, Miss Cole. I did not mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No,
Go
no
ahead.
worries. I was just going to say we'll talk more a little bit about bullying and what's going on
Yes.
after the station identification break.
Okay.
It's your boy DJ B Leap, coming from the 614, revving that O, no matter what the zip code, on the Tattoo Shop Radio. You dig? I know you could.
Welcome back to Healing with Miss Peggy. Miss Peggy. Miss Peggy.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
And shout out to our beautiful, beautiful blend squad for that beautiful, beautiful drop. And shout out to DJ B Lethal for putting that all together and doing what you do, sir, so that we could be here doing what we do. We couldn't do this without you, DJ B Lethal. We love you, sir, from Autumn's Way. Thank you. And I do want to read this um, so that this came up in my memories a couple days ago. And this was from a friend of mine. And I did read it last week, but I do want to read it again just because it's such a powerful, powerful statement. And this is about suicide awareness. Um, if you're struggling, please call 988. And here we go. I'm just gonna let y'all look at Autumn while I read this. Okay, so this was from a friend of mine. And like I said, it was in my memories. And it says, before you read this, I, Annie, want you to realize something. That the last few statements of this, I mean with every beat of my heart. Now go ahead and read this and see if it doesn't touch you. For those suffering, please reach out. And want to kill yourself? Imagine this. You come home from school one day and you've had yet another horrible day. You're just ready to give up. So you go to your room and you close the door. And you take out that suicide note that you've written and you're rewritten it over and over and over again. You take out those razor blades and you cut for the very last time. You grab that bottle of pills and take all of them. Lying down, you hold the letter to your chest. You close your eyes for the very last time. A few hours later, your little brother knocks on your door to come and tell you that dinner is ready. You don't answer. He walks in. And all he sees is you lying on your bed, so he thinks you're asleep. He tells your mom this, and your mom goes to your room to wake you up. And she notices something is odd. She grabs the paper in your hand and she reads it. And sobbing, she tries to wake you up as she screams your name. Your brother's so confused. He runs to tell Dad that Mommy is crying and says he won't wake up. Your dad runs to your room. He looks at your mom, crying, holding the letter to her chest. Sitting next to your lifeless body, it hits him. What's going on? And he screams. He screams and throws something at the wall. And then, falling to his knees, he starts to cry. Your mom crawls over to him, and they sit there, holding each other, crying. The next day at school, there's an announcement. The principal tells everyone about your suicide. It takes a few seconds for it to sink in. And once it does, everyone goes silent. Everyone blames themselves. Your teachers thinks they were too hard on you. And those mean, popular girls, they think of all the things that they said to you. That boy that used to tease you and call you names. He can't help but hate himself for never telling you how beautiful that you really are. Your ex-boyfriend, the one that you told everything to, that broke up with you, he can't handle it. He breaks down and starts crying and runs out of the school. Your friends, they're sobbing too, wondering how they could never see that anything was wrong and wishing they could have helped you before it was too late. And your best friend, she's in shock. She can't believe it. She knew what you were going through, but she never thought it would get that bad, bad enough for you to end it. She can't cry. She can't even feel anything. She stands up and she walks out of the classroom and just sinks to the floor, shaking and screaming, but no tears coming out. It's a few days later at your funeral. The whole town came. Everyone knew you, that girl with the bright smile and bubbly personality, the one that was always there for them, the shoulder to cry on. Lots of people talk about all the good memories they had with you, and there were a lot. And everyone's crying. Your little brother still doesn't know you killed yourself. He's too young, and your parents just said you died. It hurts him a lot. You were his big sister. You were supposed to always be there for him. Your best friend, she stays strong through the entire service. But as soon as they start lowering your casket into the ground, she just loses it. She cries and doesn't stop for days. It's 2 years later. Your teachers all quit their job. Those mean girls having eating disorders now. That boy that used to tease you cuts himself. Your ex-boyfriend doesn't know how to love anymore and just sleeps around with every girl he meets. Your friends all go into depression. And your best friend, she tried to kill herself. She didn't succeed like you did, but she tried. Your brother, he finally found out the truth about your death, and he self-harms. He cries at night. He does exactly what you did for years leading up to your suicide. Your parents, their marriage fell apart. Your dad became a workaholic to distract himself from your death. Your mom got diagnosed with depression and just lays in bed all day. People care. You may not think so, but they do. Your choices don't just affect you, they affect everyone. Don't end your life. You have so much to live for. Things can't get better if you give up. I am here for absolutely anyone that needs to talk, no matter who you are. Even if we've never talked before, if we've never met, I am here for you. Please copy and paste this to show any and everyone that you are there for them if they are struggling through a mental health or just through depression. And I just wanted to share that passage with everyone because we want to let everyone know you are not alone. If you are dealing with a mental health issue, please dial 988 immediately. And I am Miss Peg, and we are healing through Autumn's Way. We are here every Tuesday night doing what we do. We talk about addiction. We talk about mental health. We talk about bullying. We talk about a lot of issues. And tonight's topic is choices, decisions, and consequences. I truly want to thank everyone for always supporting Autumn's Way, for all the shares, for everything, and just for doing what everyone does. We truly want to thank y'all.
That was wonderful. I thank you for sharing that. It was very informative. It's something to make you think. It's that was just. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome, Miss. It was a friend of mine that she is no longer with us. We used to go to a lot of concerts together, and she truly was, would help me set up at the shows, bring in my table, and set up the Narcan, and You know, I miss you, my angel. I truly miss you, my Mary Lynn. She was a beautiful lady, and so I just wanted to share that because the subjects that we talk about, um, I just really thought that a lot of people needed to hear that. So thank you.
Yes. Wow. I know I was recently talking to somebody and they had told me, "Oh, you might know this person because they went to school with your kids." And I'm thinking, "Okay, I know a lot of the kids in the neighborhood." And she goes, "I want to call my friend because I think you guys know each other." And so we talked. And she did not know that my first son Mario had passed away, and it really affected her, and she was crying, she was upset for a long time, and I'm like, "Let's stay on the phone with her because, yeah, I was really concerned." She said, "Oh, no, I did not know," and then she just kept saying the same things over and over and over and over again, and she had asked me when this happened, and when I said 2014, May of 2014, she just couldn't believe it. It was like it would just she said, "For me, it just happened." I know it seems like a long time, but I assured her that even though it was in May of 2014, it seems like it just happened to me. And it's hard to explain, but I think when people are traumatized by something, it's as if it happened recently. So, yeah, I just know what you're talking about when you miss somebody so bad. And suicide is something that has touched us in our community as well, people that we knew. And we thought, how did this happen? How did we not see this? So there needs to be a lot more continuous mental health discussion about um, different forms of mental help that people need. And it's not just one kind. So it doesn't have to be drug addiction. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be the loss of a child. It could be something that happened in their childhood that keeps coming up in their head. It could be just about anything that causes PTSD or something that keeps coming up in their head. So it's not just one thing anymore. And now that we had people deal with mental health issues during COVID, feeling alone, feeling like they couldn't go back out into the world after being forced to stay indoors, people that had a livelihood and all of a sudden their lives were destroyed because they couldn't open up their business because of COVID. And I don't know if you guys have read any articles about now they're investigating and finding out that staying inside wouldn't have made a difference. And I think that,
I've been
you know,
saying that since day one, though.
yes, and
I have been
bring
in
up,
Facebook jail so many times for that.
yes, yes, and there's so many articles, and this is why I love this platform, by the way, because we can say what's on our mind. A lot of the stuff that happened, all of a sudden, mask mandates were gone in one day. And how does COVID know that? It doesn't, and nobody got sicker. Nobody got there are people that still have the flu or cold symptoms, and it's just sad how many people were affected mentally by this. And let me tell you, it's a lot more than we know. It's a lot more than we know. Some people have committed suicide during COVID.
Well,
And
yeah,
I
because in America it changes your life. COVID is not new. I said this in the past multiple times. COVID was never new. It's new to the U.S. because we're not have immune system to it. But if you go
Okay,
to a different place, they had immune system for it.
right.
If you read the back of Frontline, and I said this in past more times before 19 was 19, okay? If you read the back of Frontline in 2017 and 18, it really says on the back of it, does not help your dogs prevent COVID. Because there's actually 5 COVIDs. COVID
I was
19
going to
was,
say that.
yes. COVID 19, well, could have been man made. I don't really know the whole story, but there's multiple stories for it. So it could have been the man made biohazard. It could have been war material that got loose. The COVID itself is not new.
If you look back on your old pet shots for your pets, you'll see coronavirus on there.
Yep.
If you look at the bottles of Lysol before 2019,
Even
you will
Clorox.
see, yes, you will see it will kill coronavirus. It has been in existence without big major effects, but I believe that something else happened to bring that out, and they called it the coronavirus. Then they had to change it to COVID-19, which sounded like a government name to me when they said COVID-19. I said, okay, now
Okay.
they're going to
I'm going
politicize
to
it.
ask you this question and a little jokes on this one. Remember
Yes.
when I said COVID was actually a bat?
Yes.
Okay, have you ever looked at the 2020 quarter?
No.
When you have time, go find a 2020 quarter. There's a bat on it.
Oh, wow.
So I'm saying either it was a bat or we took it to the next level as a joke of a bat virus. But if the next thing you have time, go to your bank, ask for a 2020 quarter. They will have no choice to give you that. They'll be upset about it and they'll be irritated by it. But if you ask for a certain quarter from anywhere from 99 to now, they will give you that quarter. Kind of like I don't like dollar bills. So when I have a dollar bill, yes, I'm that stingy. If there's tape on my dollar bill or anything on dollar bill, it looks where I cannot put an ATM machine. I cannot give somebody at a wrestling event or whatever. I don't want it because if no one wants to take this bill off me, I don't want this bill myself because now I'm stuck with this bill. And then you got this tape bill that you cannot get to ATM because there's plastic on it. So I'm stuck with this damn thing until I see a real cashier. So I don't want money I can't trade myself.
And I'm
You're
just
right.
reading this, and which is very true. Um, did you check out how facial recognition works and how much people were in that camera during COVID? 6 foot apart, so you could be recognized with a mask just by your eyes. Okay, now we have, that is so true.
Well, here's the thing about the COVID, and I'm not going to detail because I could talk about this for hours, and you're kind of low in time. Those masks they gave you, we're not saying if you wear a bandana in public, it has still the whole materials where the devices go. The doctor ones they have for surgery, not the ones you buy at stores. The surgery ones do so they catch the sweat, and it's their own vomit and so virus. It's not actually made to catch a virus. Your biohazard suits are made for that reason. Not like here, catch my sweat, not my bandana, not this mask. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some interesting creations during 2020 when I was in stores. I had literally shown this whole dude really bought himself a bubble boy plastic tube for himself. And I was amazed how some people dressed up in this. And then you have some people just dress up as a screen mask. Because it really says, as long as you have a mask, we will help you. No mask, no service. So I've seen people dressed up in Halloween masks just to shop. And this is like another story because I have seen some crazy stuff.
Right. Oh my goodness. And when you think about it, they had these you go to the store and they have this little plastic thing in front of their face and they have little openings where you can hear them. And I said, oh, that's interesting. You have this contraption here, but how does coronavirus or COVID-19 know not to go in between these little slots?
Yeah. Then you also
It's
had
just,
the people who wore the mask that got their face but not their nostril. It's like that's not how it works either. And those ones made me laugh because as long as you went to the store with a mask, you go in, dude, it's not covering your nose, it's their lips. So what? You can still inhale it. We didn't think about this.
And don't walk around 6 feet apart on a windy day.
I mean, how does that help? Anyone, if you'd like to support the station, please donate with cash $ DJB Lethal One LLC for support. We truly appreciate any and everyone and all support. It truly helps the stations. It helps Autumn's Way. Just do what everything that we doing. Um, so we truly, truly appreciate any and every single thing is greatly appreciated.
Also,
If you need a tattoo, please go to 224 Upper Sandusky, and that is Rammed Tattoo at 224 West Johnson Street, Upper Sandusky, Ohio. And tell them that Autumn's Way sent you. But show up and get your tattoo.
before I forget, and
I'm
while Miss
sorry.
Petty's talking about
Yes,
this,
I'm sorry. Yes.
no, you're good. I was going to say next month. I talked to Miss Peggy about this. If you want to help the radio station out, I'm going to go through some of my personal autographs for a charity. So if you have a picture in mind, let Miss Peggy know because I'm thinking about either doing a private bid on our page or her page, what vice versa, or if you just want to buy out straight, let her know and
Yes.
PayPal her, PayPal me, whoever, and it'll be mailed out.
Yeah.
So,
Or
like I said, by next month,
DJB Lethal.
I'm going to at least donate for myself, my personal collection, and also wrestlers. I talked about past, like Rhino already donated one autograph for me. I'm going to go through my personal stats myself and probably grab a few more. So I don't really like Star Wars. I don't hide that. But I'm thinking about donating one of my personal Star Wars Princess Leia on the show.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Charlie.
There
Oh,
are so
wow.
many Star Wars fans out there that are
I hate
listening.
Star Wars. I hate Star Trek. I hate Doctor Who. I don't hide that, but I do have a few Star Trek autographs, and I don't mind giving rid of one. I have a Han Solo. I have the new crew. I have about 4 Princess Leias. You know, I met them all in the past when I was bouncing and so on. So I don't mind parting ways with one. Princess Leia could go for up to $250 if to the right
Yeah.
collector.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we thank you so very much. Again, we thank everyone for all of your support. You know, for Autumn's Way, hitting that share button, it means a lot as well. Sharing the live feeds, sharing LLR, Ohio, anyone. If you don't have a radio, please go to the Google Play Store. It's free. Go to your Google Play Store, download the Zeno app today. Put in the search bar LLR Ohio. Look for the B-Sides, THABSIDEZ. You will find us there. You're going to hear some great music. Again, we thank DJ B Lethal and Linda's Legacy for everything, every single thing. And I want to do a shout out right now to Don, to Rain Man. You know, I thank you for every single thing that you do, for being my rock, for just letting me be me. It really, I just love you, and you already know. Everyone, please subscribe and share LLR Ohio FM. Look for us, look for that on YouTube. Subscribe and share. That is LLR Ohio FM. We are truly appreciate you so much. You know, again, it means a lot for us to be here. Again, helping people get into clinics and rehabs. You know, the bullying, it really has to stop. The drugs need to stop. There's better choices that needs to be made for better decisions, because the consequences of some of those decisions that you make when you are under the influence of drugs, it may be a decision that may take your life. So if you are using, if you know someone that is using, please check on them. Please carry Narcan. Please reach out to them. Uh, just offer rehab to them. They may be ready. There may be a day that they just want help and they're going to say, I'm ready. Come and get me. I'm sick of being sick and I'm tired of being tired. And I just can't live like this no more because I'm going to die or I just overdosed. And I don't know how to help, but I need help. We will do everything we possibly can because we have hundreds of numbers for rehabs all across the United States.
All across the United States.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. And, all these counties that offer assistance, take advantage of that because let me tell you, it'll save your life. And I'm the type of person I try to be Johnny on the spot. When somebody says I'm ready, I try to be there. So I know we can't do it all, but we can do some. And whatever we can do makes a difference.
Yes, it does. It truly makes a difference. You know, you're making a difference out in California, helping all these beautiful families, moms, fathers, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, best friends, helping them get assistance, just helping them through any and every aspect of just making your community better. And that's what we're all trying to do.
Yes. And just remember, kindness is free. It's
Yeah.
absolutely free. It takes a lot of effort to be a horrible person. It takes a lot of effort to not help. It takes a lot of effort to look the other way, but kindness is absolutely free. And there's no better feeling than after you help somebody go through a struggle and to be a part of that, to help them to succeed. That's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. And I think the reward of feeling good about yourself is it's the perfect. I mean, nobody could even pay me dollars. If I want to help somebody, it's absolutely free because it's coming from kindness.
Yes. Straight from the heart. And that's the best place is in someone's heart. We have love, and that's all we're offering here at Autumn's Way. Um, just giving back, trying to make our communities better. You know, um, Big C, I truly thank you, my brother, for everything that you do, everything that you're doing, everything that you're getting ready to do. When you're donating these beautiful, memorabilia that you've collected over the years, that's part of your life, your history, and I just thank you so much, Charlie. Truly, you know, um, everything is appreciated, and that's what we said, we're just, if we share kindness, it will truly make someone's day better. If you're at the red light and you flip someone off, they may
Yeah, I
get
used to do that,
out,
man.
start a fight. You could get shot. Like there's some bad things that could happen with flipping somebody off at the red light. But look, if you turn the music up and you start dancing and you smile and wave at them, they're like, look at those crazy people. Look, they're over there just having a good. They want to be happy. They want to feel that. They want some of that smile. They want some of that good vibration because
And
music,
sometimes that makes their day. Sometimes it makes their day.
yeah, you know, spirit, a vibration. And that's all we're just offering is just, doing what we do. Does anyone have any shout outs that they'd like to do at this time?
Yeah, I normally don't do them, but I'm probably going to tonight.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody on the show. Also, I want to give some out to all cops, firefighters, actually trying to help out finding more people during the express of exposure. Excuse me. And I'm also going to say Shout out to Chrissy if she's listening. I hope she recovers fast. And
Yes, we do
I
too.
haven't heard from you in a long time, but if you are listening tonight, I do hope you're okay.
We love you, Chrissy. Yes, we do, my sister. And we are uplifting you every day. Thank you for that, Charlie.
Thank you,
You don't gotta
Charlie,
thank me.
Big C.
because kindness
Um,
is free.
just for the last record, tomorrow I am going to go through my personal items to put that for next month. And also, I'm going to see Rhino again a few more times this month. And well, I see him a lot, but I'm going to try to get a few goodies
Okay.
for whoever is actually listening. Like I said, from celebrities to a lot of wrestlers. I'm going to see if I could get one more side items, possibly made a T-shirt this time. And like I said, I'm hoping to have at least 6 to 7 items for next month. So if you want to make this a main event for a charity group to actually have many people tune in or pay attention, I might have a few goodies that's going to catch people's attention.
Wow.
That is so
Again,
awesome.
you're awesome. Thank you. That's amazing. I
Miss
want to
Mary.
give a shout out to
Yes.
D. I would like to give a shout out to DJ Be Lethal for giving us this platform to share and that people can watch and get more information on the topics that are being talked about every week. It's really important for those to know that you matter. You matter. And we will keep sharing information on resources. We'll keep sharing information on how the topics that we're talking about that affect your life. So we will keep looking for answers. We'll keep doing our research. We'll keep bringing up topics that are important to you. And Miss Peggy's doing a wonderful job. She was talking about consequences, and it's hard to know what the consequences are if you are not in your right mind, meaning substance use disorder does that to you. You know, it just does. And it doesn't let you see consequence. So I appreciate that topic this week. And it just makes sense, you know. And sometimes it's hard to help yourself, but sometimes we have to let others help us as well. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you are less than. It just means that everyone needs help every once in a while. And it's okay to ask for it and it's okay to accept it. So, yeah, that's and don't forget I'll be on Saturday 9 a.m. America's Good Morning. Well, he named it Good Morning America. I love it. Good Morning America, and I talk about hot topics. And one of the things I'm going to be talking about is bullying. And the reason why I'm bringing it up because I'm seeing it in big corporations and it's very subtle. And when I bring it up on Saturday, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's bullying at its biggest, and it's not acceptable. So I'll be talking about that on Saturday, right
Well,
here on LLR Ohio Radio FM. So tune in, please tune into that.
yes. You can definitely watch our sister. She's going to be right here on LLR Ohio. Tune in to the YouTube page, LLR Ohio. Subscribe, like, share out, and tune in this Saturday. You know, on Monday nights, we have live with Mr. No Weapons. You know, y'all don't want to miss that. Mr. No Weapon, Southern Soul Gold artist. Oh, shout out to Mr. No Weapon. We love you, sir, for everything that you do in the music, all that beautiful music, uplifting all the women, and you always do that. We love you so much, sir, for just everything that you are continuing to do in the music world. And We love you. Oh, there's Mr. No Weapon. Okay, so he's still there with us. We love you, sir. Again, tune in on Monday nights, and you can find him on TikTok and every social media. And please go to mrnoweapon.com. Anyone, if you need a tattoo and you're in the Columbus area in Ohio, travel in, doesn't matter where you're from, go to Rammed Tattoo at 224 West Johnson Street in Upper Sandusky, Ohio. If you need a tattoo, tell Dylan that Autumn's Way, we sent you there. And there might be a small little discount. So just tell them Autumn's Way sent you, and the family will take care of you at Ram Tattoos. On Tuesday nights, you're going to find us here. We're going to be right here every Tuesday night. We've been here for 3 years and counting and going strong. We are fighting addiction, eat, sleep, and breathing it, trying to think of new ways to help. Anyway, if anyone out there, if you have a rehab that you want to share, please connect with us, share it, or join us here every Tuesday night. On Friday night, please join DJ Be Lethal on couples therapy, and you're going to find that on the Love Zone. Download the Zeno app, put in the search bar the Love Zone, and you're going to find DJ Be Lethal. Tune in, bring in couples therapy back, and it's all in to help the families stay strong, building strong relationships with your partner, the one that you love, the one that loves you. Turn the music up, dance, put those kids to bed, have a date night, and build your family. Saturday night, we have Talking Trash with Redeem right here on LLR Ohio Radio. Interview artists. There's all kinds of stuff on Talking Trash with Redeem. Truly an upcoming artist, phenomenal young man, and phenomenal music. Again, we cannot do this without DJ Be Lethal. We thank you, sir, for everything. I want to shout out to my beautiful daughter, Misty, my beautiful granddaughter, Allie, Steffi, to my rock, Mr. Rain Man. I love you. I love y'all. You are my heartbeats of all my heartbeats. Let everyone know you're not alone. Your struggle is not alone. You need a crazy aunt? Yeah, I said it. I'm right here. Call me. We'll set. You need a best friend? You just need someone to talk to. I'm here. If you need a professional, we can get you one ASAP. Like, we'll pick the phone up and call. We have professional rehabs, doctors, facilities. What are you looking for? Because I guarantee you we have a number and we will get you help. If you're about it, let's go.
That is so wonderful, Peggy. I love you, Miss Peggy, because you're so resourceful. And all we can do is work together to give everyone the information they need to get the help that they need, get the support that they need, get the extra love that they need. It takes an army, but the army's here.
Yes. And we're just getting started. Again, we've been here for 3 years, but this is a fight. This is everyone's fight, every city and community. Love your children. Love them a little bit. Love your loved ones. Turn the music up. Make memories. Make happy memories. You know, just make happy memories. Don't be too hard on the little babies. They might drop something and make a mess. That's okay. We got plenty of paper towels, rags. Look, take your shirt off, grab the sheet off the bed, but don't fuss at them babies. Because look, accidents happen and it's okay. It be cleaned up real easy. But don't mentally harm that child because it can be cleaned up. It's okay. You know, just don't be so hard on the babies. That's all I'm saying.
Talk therapy works wonders. Talk therapy works wonders.
Yes, it does. You know, what we do over here is we squat talk. So when my little granddaughter wants to turn up, we say sometimes that she's not supposed to be. I'm like, look, girl, we're just going to have to come over here. We're going to have to squat down in the floor, and we're going to have to talk about all this, what you're not supposed to be doing, because we just can't. We can't. We're not. you know? But, you know,
Communication is everything.
yes, it is. It truly is. Miss America, Miss Cole, I love you, my sister, in this beautiful fight. It's not a beautiful fight, but we're going to make it as beautiful as we can. And it was not by accident we met. I know it was not. I am forever grateful for everything that you do. I'm a great supporter in everything that you're doing. I thank you
Thank
so
you.
much as well for all your great support. I thank Big C, DJ Spazzy Tazzy. Shout out to you, my sister. I know she was trying to be here. Technology is crazy. That's okay. I know you're here with us doing what we do. DJ Be Lethal, again, sir, I thank you for LLR, for Linda's legacy. We thank you, Miss Linda, for everything. We couldn't do this without DJ Be Lethal. Everyone, please go to the YouTube page. Go to LLR Ohio FM. Please subscribe. Hit that share button. And we're going to like you back. We're going to subscribe right back to you. We're going to like you. And we're going to share you right out too. Because that's what we do. We support. We are here. I do want to give out a quick number. Anyone, if you are struggling here in Columbus, please go to Allen Creek. This is 1791 at Allen Creek Drive, Columbus, Ohio. South High Street, 1430 South High, inpatient. It's on the third floor. Please go to Chantry Drive at 5560 Chantry Drive, Columbus, Ohio. If you're in Delaware, go to 88 North Sandusky Street. If you're in Mount Gilead, go to 245 Neal Avenue. If you're at the Mill Center, go to 715 South Plum Street. If you're at the Engagement Center, go to 1775 Allen Creek Drive. These are all residential in-house facilities. They have a doctor, staff. If you need medications, they will medicate you today. You will see a counselor. You have one-on-one counseling. They take the time to do 1 to 2, maybe it might take 3 hours for the assessment. But go do that. Save your own life. Then come back. Let us know so you're going to help someone else by telling them how you just done that and how you're living today. Shout out to you, Miss Heather. I love you. Thank you, my sister. Heather, congratulations. I know you've had some good things coming. I know you graduated. Congratulations, sweetheart. You keep going. Holly, we love you. We thank you. You keep going too, baby doll. Again, we're going to be right here next Tuesday night doing what we do, fighting addiction the only way we know how. We're giving out free numbers, love, and love. We're giving out autumn angel hugs to anyone that needs a hug. We hope that your angels come and visit you in your dreams tonight, and sleep and rest. Turn the music up. Make happy memories. Live today. We only got one life. We go through once. Love the people that love you and really love them. And let them know that you love them, because they can feel that if you do, and they can feel it if you don't.
That is so true. They can feel it if you don't.
Yes, ma'am. They sure can. So we can feel all that love, and we hope that y'all feel all that love that we're just sharing out tonight. If you're struggling, please know you're not alone. And we thank y'all. Until next Tuesday night, one love, my family. I love y'all. Stay blessed from Autumn's Way Through from Columbus, Ohio. We love you and good night.
It's your boy DJ B. Leap, coming from the 614, repping that O, no matter what the zip code, on the Tattoo Shop Radio. You dig? I knew you could.
Since I met you, baby, I'm noticing a change in me. Oh, since I met you, baby, I never thought that we could be. And it feels like I've arrived and I'm all brand new. And girl, I know it's because of you. There's something strange happening to me. But I can't wait to see you again. Phone on my best. Press the clock, talk a tick tock till you come around. Something in the way that you look at me, I found heaven in your eyes, heaven in your eyes. And something in the way that you smile at me, I found heaven in your smile, heaven in your smile. Oh, and oh, I never knew love till I felt it with you. 'Cause who would have known, no, heaven in your heart, heaven in your smile. Since I met you, baby, oh, things just seem so clear to me, yeah. Whoop, whoop, baby, oh, since I met you, baby, yeah. I never knew a love so true, ooh, baby. It feels like I've arrived and I'm all brand new. Girl, I know it's because of you. There's something strange happening to me. But I can't wait to see you again. My best friend. Talk a tick tock till you come around. Something in the way that you look at me, I found heaven in your eyes, heaven in your eyes. Oh, something in the way that you smile at me, I found heaven in your smile, heaven in your smile. Something in the way, hey, the way that you look at me, oh, I never knew love till I felt it with you. 'Cause who would have known, no, heaven in your heart, heaven in your smile.
L-O-O.
Heaven in your smile. Heaven, it's in your smile. Yeah. Heaven's in your smile. Smile, it's in your smile. Since I met you, baby.